Oh, I should have named this. Hey everyone, I am live and I don't normally be going live on Instagram, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I just put out a post because I wanted to see who would be interested in just getting like a free intro to Forex. So I wrote down some notes, so if I'm looking off to the side, that's because I'm jotting down. I'm reading what I wrote. So anyway, so if you've been following me, I've been learning Forex for 2 years now, and it's been a game changer. And a lot of people probably don't know about Forex because I didn't know about it 2 years ago either. I was clueless. So Forex, in a nutshell, stands for foreign exchange, and it's pretty much trading currencies all around the world. And it's the largest financial market in the world, $5.3 trillion a day. That's a lot of money. So it's an industry. It's not a company. So a lot of people get it, confused. Like, oh, I don't know what that is. What kind of company is that? No, it's an industry. It's the largest financial market in the world, period, right? And it operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And trading trading any type of money, currency, whatever, it's risky. So with that being said, trade money you're willing to lose. Don't believe the hype when you see everyone posting, like thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay, that's money that they're willing to lose. So if you don't got thousands of dollars to lose, I know I don't. So I'm going to keep my account modest. So again, trade money you're willing to lose. And the reason why it's risky is because there are hedge funds. These are like trillion-dollar, like billion-dollar companies and large corporations, governments, they're all participating. So when they actually dump a huge amounts of money, let's say you got a couple of $1,000s, that's not going to do anything if they want to move the market where they want it to go, right? So that's why trading is risky. And everyone has access to trade Forex. That's the beauty, right? Everyone has access. And it wasn't the case about 20 years ago. Don't quote me on that, but it's like about 20 years ago when it was only reserved for the ultra elite. So these are, people that had at least $500,000 to come to the trading space. So thankfully, with technology and, just the way everything is moving, we have access to trade right on our devices, right? Because technology changes things. So here are the requirements. You have to be at least 18 years or older. However, in my personal opinion and experience, as young as 8, because when I first started, my youngest son was 8 at the time, and he was, reading the charts, and just real basic, right? Basic, knowing how to enter and exit a trade, knowing how to push buy, push sell. So he made a couple of bucks back, back then. Hey everyone. So, so anyway, so as long as you have a cell phone also, you can trade Forex. And if you have a computer, if you have internet access, and as little as $10. And that depends on your broker. So not every broker requires $10, but that's the minimum. And another thing is you have to have a sound mind, right? You can't be crazy. But as long as you have your sound mind and you can trade and you can learn the skill set. And just think about it. You actually have access to one of the largest financial markets in the world where there's like $1 trillion industry. Like, I don't know. When I first heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, blew me away. And it's really access to all this wealth at your fingertips. So here's some things that's important to know. We're already participating in the foreign exchange market, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, it's the facts, right? And when the banks are closed, they're actually using your money to enter into the trading space. So they have a whole Forex department. And 2 years ago, when I first found out, I was like, oh my gosh, this makes sense, because I didn't think past, the banks, sitting, like housing our money. Like, I was like, didn't even think anything of it. I was just like, okay, this is a bank. This is where I keep my money. But do you honestly believe that banks keep the money just sitting still? No, money, the whole energetic of money is to keep it in motion. And so that's what the banks do. They keep it in motion and they move it all around the world. So They make millions, if not billions, on your money that's sitting. So, for instance, when the banks are closed, you're not allowed at the ATM machines to take out more than 400. Why is that? It's a machine. So you're going to ask yourself, okay, it's a machine. It can do it. It's, just got to put in some codes, whatever. And I know at Chase, like on the inside, when the bank is actually open, you can take up to whatever amount you want. But once the bank is closed, they shut all that down. They're just like, you can only take out $400 max. So that's because the banks physically need your money in the accounts, because they pull everyone's money out and they dump it into the trading space, and they trade and grow the money that way. So then they turn around and loan you money, and then they get the interest from the trading space, and they get millions upon millions. Then they turn around and loan you money when you need money, and then charge you interest. So they're double dipping, and you're getting the short end of the stick. So another thing is, when it comes to savings account, right? I remember when I went to the ATM machine, they don't have this that advertisement, but it was Kevin Hart on Chase, and it was like, hey, you can get 1.50 or 1.5 interest rates, and that the fine print, I actually posted this on my Instagram, like there's a few posts down, but you had to put in at least $10,000. And that equates to like $1 after 12 months. Who is like willingly putting their money, all that money, $10,000 for the bank to hold, and for them to give you like $1? Do the math. There's like a compound interest chart, and when you plug in those numbers, you see what it is after 12 months, what that would equate to. So, and then also, this is also how you're participating, is if you've been on a trip out the country. So that means if you had to, spend your US dollars, but you couldn't because you had to first go to the foreign exchange booth, and they would give you, that local currency and whatever the current rate is. So for instance, when I went to Dominican Republic, I took, let's say, 10 US dollars and got 5 pesos going into the country. But when I wanted to leave, I had to exchange the pesos, because I can't use the pesos outside of the Dominican Republic, back to US dollars. So let's say I still ended up with 5, but now the US dollar was worth $20 for every 5 pesos. So it fluctuates, it never stays the same. So that's pretty much what the Forex is just trading the different rates and knowing when to buy, when a currency is strong or when a currency is weak. That's all it is. So trading Forex is a skill set. And once you have the skill set, it can never be taken away. And not only that, you have the answer to money. So you don't have to ever worry about needing money, because you literally can command it whenever you want. That's the cool part, right? And you can also pass it down to generations upon generations, breaking, poverty, if that's where you come from, or just, having lack, whatever it is, right? Break those generational curses when it comes to money. And like I said, it's a skill set. So once it's in your brain, once you've mastered it, it can never be taken away. And another cool thing is, you don't need people. For the first time, I was just like so ecstatic. Like I like people, but I don't like people. Like I don't like the fact that I need people to make money. And with Forex, it's just me and the charts. And you don't need people. You don't got to sell anything. You don't need none of that. It's just you trading. So, and let me tell you what else doesn't matter. You don't need an education to trade Forex. You don't need to have like X amount of degrees. None of that matters. Your criminal history doesn't matter. Everyone comes to the trading space on an even playing field. The charts don't discriminate. So as long as you, like I said, you just have a sound mind, and your credit score doesn't matter, your income doesn't matter, your family history, none of that matters. And also, like your income, it doesn't matter. As long as you have $10 to trade, you're able to begin making money in the foreign exchange market. And just to know, The charts are man-made, and man is predictable. And with that being said, the charts repeat itself over and over and over again. Now, trading for 2 years, I see the same patterns over and over and over again. That's the crazy thing, right? And what that means is it's not even like as complicated as if you would read about what people say about Forex. Now, let me tell you, from my 2 years experience learning it and trading it, Forex is easy. It's easy to, like, the skill set is easy because, again, like I said, the charts are predictable, right? You can see the same patterns over and over and over again. But there's a psychology part to it that's like really psychology, right? Where it's like your mind, you have to master your mind when it comes to these charts, because your mind will take you out the game faster than your money will. And I'm speaking from experience. So there's the 80-20 rule. So 80% is mental, 20% is skill. And let's see, we're emotionally tied to money. And because of that, we spend our entire lives working for money. And the thought of, putting your money somewhere and you can potentially, compound it or you can potentially lose it is what takes people out the game. So for instance, there's like the greed that comes with it. There's losing, when it comes to trading, because that is a part of, trading, the possibility of you will lose money. It's not if, you will lose money, right? And also the lack of confidence that you have in yourself. I've actually came across 2 people I can speak on. And I know for a fact they've been trading or learning this for 2 years, but they have never went live trading. And I'm like, after 2 years and you have not gone live trading, that means it's mental. Because if you can't take $10 and if you feel like that you can't put $10 in and possibly lose it, or you're so scared to enter the foreign exchange market and lose $10, then that's a problem. It's $10. We throw so much money away on nonsense that, you won't understand until you do it, right? You won't, in my opinion, you won't learn. And plus the charts on demo is not the same as in real life. So that's another thing too. So anyway, so in order to enter into the foreign exchange market, there's an app called MetaTrader 4. META Trader, TRADER 4, the number 4, and you're able to trade with demo like right away, immediately. And it's like like a basic setup. It's not even as complicated. You just kind of like follow the prompts. And there's actually a video I have. I'll probably do another one just to kind of update it. And you need a broker to actually, exactly. I hear that. Success does take risks, so the broker, so you definitely, there's so many different brokers out there. There's many that's regulated and some are not. So that's a whole, you got to do your research on that. But I've only personally used 3 brokers that my mentors use, and I'm like, okay, look, I'm not about to do all that research. I just know if they're 6, 7, 8 figure traders and they're using these brokers, I'm gonna just use this broker, okay? So like some stuff you just gotta like get all that extra stuff out and just kind of like follow success lead clues, right? That's another thing. So the brokers is really just companies, and they're like the middleman between you and the actual foreign exchange market. So you as an individual cannot just simply enter into the foreign exchange market by yourself. No, you need a broker, so you can't get around that. And there are various spreads, aka commissions. No, you don't No, you can, there's so many different styles of trading, and you, depending on your style. So if you're a busy person, you can be a swing trader, which is long-term trades. There's scalpers who enter in and out of the markets within like minutes. That's people who would like sit there. I don't have time to scalp. Sometimes I do, but it's just not my style. Then there's like intraday trading, and that's like the trade goes for Monday to Friday because the markets are closed on the weekend. So you'll actually end up exiting the trade by Friday, and you make your profits then. And those are pretty much the type of trades that, the traders that there are. So no, you don't have to sit by the computer. No, you don't, because I will set, and that's why I say make money in your sleep, because I'll put in a trade and then I'll fall asleep or go to sleep and then I'll make profits. And that's the beauty. You don't got to sit there and as long as you mark up the charts and you're confident with your analysis, you can set your trades, you can put your stop losses in place, you put your take profit, and you forget about the trade. So that's how it works. Hope that answered. All right, and then let's see. So brokers, they do offer, they have commission, which is really low. In my opinion, there's some that's really high. It just depends. So the more money you have, obviously, the more they'll take, but they're not going to take 50% of they're not even going to take like 20%. I haven't seen anything that crazy, right? So, but they do take a portion because you're able to leverage, using them. So let's say you use a penny in the market. It's not a true penny because depending on your leverage, so it's anywhere up to 1 to 1,000, meaning for every $1 you have in your account, they'll match it with $1,000. So as you can see, it can get real serious when you use that leverage. So it just, varies. And it's, again, your risk tolerance to whatever you're willing to risk, because you can potentially lose it. And you're able to, you're welcome. You're able to use compound interest to grow your money. And that's how you're able to, again, using a penny, exponentially grow it and just multiply it. Not just regular, like 1 penny plus 1 penny equals 2 pennies. No, it's like 1 penny plus 10,000, whatever, right? And 10,000%, something like that. I don't know the math, but you get the points, right? Experience teaches everything, right? So that's another thing. Okay, let's see. So when it comes to you entering into the Forex market, you don't need a company. You don't need anything. You literally, I just gave you, it's MetaTrader 4 and you can trade now. However, let's say you're starting out brand new. You will get lost trying to figure out all the ins and outs of the how-tos, because even though it's simple once you know it, it can be confusing like crazy trying to learn from scratch. So learning Forex, there are companies out there that charge thousands of dollars to learn how to trade Forex, right? And they really give you like the basic information or even like advanced, but you're still coming out of pocket with thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars. Because I personally spent a couple of $100s to learn this skill set, right? A couple hundred, maybe, I haven't even calculated it, but I had to get into a tuition because I knew it's an investment in myself. And I spent thousands of dollars going to college, got a degree and a bachelor's degree with honors, and thankfully I have no debt, right? I'm thankful for that, but I have never, no, I don't trade full time. I still have a business where I create income. So I'm not the person that make thousands and thousands of dollars where I'm able to trade by myself and live off of that. No. I still have another way to make money. So I do like, that was your only source. No. I have another business and I get paid for my other business, but this is like extra income, and so I'm just building my account up. And what I was told from the beginning and what like to now, or even like in the beginning when I first started, you don't have to rush to get to like the end, because when I made I made the most I've ever made was the 9,000 in 2 weeks. That was me over leveraging, like thinking I had to get to the end fast. But this is just me personally, right? So I've been more modest with my trades now because I don't have thousands of dollars to lose. I'm going to be very modest with my trades and kind of like continue mastering the skill set. Okay, cool. Yes. So let me see. Okay, yes. So I paid hundreds, probably thousands, I don't know, to learn this skill set. But it was, like I said, an investment for me to learn this, because I knew that going to college, I never made more than $10,000 were in a given month. I could have, but just out of college with a 4-year degree, that was not my path to go, right? So that was something that I knew, like, okay, if I spend thousands of dollars to learn information in college, then why not learn something that's going to actually teach me real life skills for money? I mean, for life. And that is simply learning about money and how money is moved in this world, because it is the largest financial market in the world. So that's where the come from that I came from. So I didn't think that spending $100, a couple $100 per month was a waste. I knew it was investment because I took this skill set seriously. And okay, so then outside of that, outside of other companies that's charging you thousands or hundreds upon hundreds of dollars, there's actually free info on YouTube. If you just Google like how to trade Forex, you'll be bombarded with so much info on everyone and their mama trying to tell you how to trade Forex. So that's the cool thing, right? But how many of us are really good when it comes to sorting and sifting through information, putting things together in like a streamlined fashion, or just getting all the how-tos? So I have an intro to Forex more deeper than this, and getting more specifics is $100 per month. That's US dollars. I don't know what it would be to convert it. And it's 30 days of my trades where you can grow your money at the same time, and also one-on-one learning. And hold on. Let me see. Yeah, and so, and then I'll also throw in like some tips and mindset, because again, the skill set is mindset. More mindset than actually the skill training. So that's exactly what I've come up with, because I know even the company that I've learned through, there was so much information. I had to like block out a lot of the noise, and really stick to like the basics of trading. So, and the basics is you can go really far with like basics, as far as like there's different ways. I trade the way the banks trade, market structure, and that's simply what happens over and over and over again. So, okay. So then also, okay, so on YouTube, not only is it not streamlined, but because I actually tried it one time, like how to, just did a little search how to trade Forex, and I was like, oh my gosh. The fact that I knew how to trade, I was just like, let me see if someone tried to take the cheap route and go, with zero, not paying you, pay for what you get. So it was just so confusing. I was like, I don't even know. Oh, okay, that's like 30 here. Okay, too much information out there. Yeah, it is. It's so much. So yeah, and so you just get lost, you get discouraged, and you just forget about it. Because that happened to me when I first got introduced to Bitcoin. Before I even learned about Forex, I tried to look it up, try to enter like how can I enter into trade or learn about Bitcoin, and I went in circles and I gave up. So I was like, forget it. And months later, I got introduced to Forex. So that's a whole nother universal. You put things out there in the universe, it comes back to you. So anyway, okay. So also on YouTube, it's not in real time. Oftentimes you won't get people trading live because people want to charge for their services, and I get it. So it's rare that you come across. I have never came across, and I'm not really looking for anyone else on YouTube that actually offers real-time trades, so you can actually earn and learn at the same time. And if so, they'll probably want to take a portion of your profits for them giving you that info, right? For them calling out trades for you, and you growing your money that way. They'll take a percentage. So and so for me, when I first got started, I was able to copy and paste my way to profits. And I was simply learning from 6, 7, 8-figure traders, and they gave out trades. Literally, I had 1% info. I watched basic videos. The first week I learned. I had to watch it twice. It was just that foreign to me. And it was really just, learning how to enter, how to exit. And as long as you know that, you can push buy or push sell. You can start trading Forex and making money. You don't have to know everything when it comes to trading Forex to make money. And also with YouTube, you don't know who's legit, because if you go there, everyone talks about so much money that they've made. They're flashy, and I get it. Flashy stuff sells, but then again, there's a lot of people that con you to thinking that that's their lifestyle, but social media is full of lies. Social media is full of fluff and full of, people just telling you what they want you to know. So again, I can flash money and it could be fake money and you will never know the difference, right? So anyway, and then also on YouTube, there's so many different strategies. There's like ads that pop up that's like, oh, this is the best way. This is the guaranteed, strategy to make you money, blah, blah, blah. But of course, you're going to have to come up with thousands of dollars. There's so many different strategies. And everyone just promising to have the best strategy. So again, you'll be confused and you'll still be lost. And you just got to take a chance on yourself to, be in a space where you're ready to learn this information, because it's not for everyone. And most traders fail at trading. I don't know what the numbers are. I think, I don't know, maybe like 80%, 90% traders fail, but that's because they get into their feelings, they get hurt, they're over leveraging their accounts, just a lot of different emotional factors when it comes to that, and not understanding the true skill set behind trading, because professional traders are, oh, thanks. Yeah, professional traders, they're not being like crazy risky and blowing their accounts. I've blown many accounts, but again, it was money I was willing to lose, right? So and for me, I learned through real money. I cannot learn through fake money because then I don't feel the realness of it. Like if I lost 5,000 and it was fake, I'm like, oh, it's just 5,000. It wasn't my money anyway. So me personally, I learned through real money. So I've lost thousands of dollars trading Forex. And that's just me, that's what I do. We're all different. And, so anyway, okay, but that's why I'm at the place where I'm at now. So, okay, so yeah, greed too. Trust me, I've been greedy many occasions. And, every once in a while I still slip up, I still get greedy. So, but when you get overconfident and then you're like, damn, the charts will definitely humble you for real. But I'm not emotionally tied to money. Like before, I was just like, I got so upset, right? I was like, no, you took my money. And then I realized, get a hold of yourself, Bettina, right? It's what I actually was willing to risk. And so if that was me pushing the buttons, then hey, once you put your money in a broker, it's like whatever, right? You can't feel a certain way if you lose it or if you win. It's just without any, just be detached from your money. As soon as you give it to your broker, that's it. It's like, it's done. There's no need to think deep into it than that, okay? Because it was money you were willing to lose anyway. So anyway, okay. So for me, I have a 30-day, like I was telling you, a 30-day intro to Forex of $100. Very modest. Really, I want testimonies from people so it's going to be like the first couple of people, then I'm going to just shut it down. And I haven't figured out how many I'm going to do, but I'm going to just see who responds to it and want to learn the skill set and kind of lock it down from there. Get those people up and started for 30 days and we'll go from there. But really to get their intro to Forex kicked off and, feeling the excitement of making cell phone profits, making money in your sleep, just revolutionizing, how they view money. Because that's what happened to me. Someone reached out to me 2 years ago and it just changed everything for me. And I'm just super blessed for that. And so I also will give one-on-one training and then live trades that I call out to grow your account. And again, tips for your mindset training as like a bonus, because that's really huge when it comes to trading. So this is only for people in their money season. And when I say money season is you've been through enough life to understand how important money is in this world. Not for the people who don't understand that you have to pay money to actually value something. Because what I have is very valuable. The fact that I have the skill set, I've invested in myself. And if you don't think that you're going to invest in yourself and you just want free information all the time, then I'm not the person for you, because I know what my value is and I'm constantly, elevating, and that's the space that I'm in. So I'm very modest when it comes to trading. Charging for my trading program, and $100 because I understand that, there's some people that the $100 could be challenged right now, especially right now. But we all about to get them checks. So what are you going to do when you get that check from the government? You know, got your income tax. What are you going to do? So $100, I know $100 is a fair number, okay? Because people still popping bottles in a time of a damn pandemic. I'm just saying. So anyway, I just went off sidetrack. Yes, for real. So what I was saying is, yes, so you just have to go through enough life to understand that this is a very valuable skill set, and it's all about investing in yourself. And if you're thinking about $100 being an investment, you're not thinking about what you could potentially make from that $100. You're not thinking about the future of, you know, a skill set where you can compound and grow your money exponentially, right? So, and this is really for people who's ready to positively disrupt their finances and disrupt their lives when it comes to money. So, with that being said, my Cash App is Unstoppable Bettina, UNSTOPPABLEBETINA. And once you send me the money, then we'll definitely get started. And I'm looking forward to helping as many people as possible. And like the intro, this is like a pre-intro to Forex, right? This is not like a real intro to Forex where you actually get more deeper understanding of Forex and everything that goes into it, and you know, how to mark up charts and just stuff like that. So anyway, thank you. And I actually did post, if you want to see, you know, my last post on Bitcoin. If you go on there's like a link in the bio. You can see how I marked up for Bitcoin, and I made profits trading Bitcoin. So that was something that I didn't even know how to do 2 years ago. And 2 years later, I'm trading Bitcoin, making money from Bitcoin. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and let's connect. Peace. See you.